in this video we'll do our next program of function overloading. Okay, I have created a class with the name overload in small letters. Okay, open the class. The program is, we have to make a class to make overloaded function volume. Okay, class name is not given, I have taken overload name, but the function name is given in the question. So you can't take any other name of function. You have to take function name volume. Now you have to show function overloading, as you have to make overloaded functions, means more than one function with the same name. How many functions are given in the program? 1, 2, 3. 3 functions you have to make. 1 to find and return volume of cube. Find and return. You have to calculate the volume and return also. So there will be the return type instead of void. Okay, in all the 3 functions. You will not be using void keyword. Okay. So volume of cube, and second function will be to find and return volume of cuboid, and the third function will be for calculating or finding and returning the volume of cylinder. Okay, formulas are given for cube, side into side into side, then for cuboid, length into breadth into height, and for cylinder 4/3 pi r cube. Okay, so this is the question. You have to make a class with overloaded functions. Okay, functions for 3 calculations. 1 to find and return volume of cube. So the first function will be for finding the volume of cube as well as returning that volume. Then the second will be for finding and returning the volume of cuboid, and the third volume of cylinder. So there will be 3 overloaded functions with the same name. Name has been given to you, that is function volume. Okay, so I have written a class overload. In this function there is no use of java.util.asterisk. Okay, I have just written class overload. Then within that class, public static int volume. Okay, I am going to make, in this program there are 3 functions with the same name volume. Okay, volume, volume and volume. 1 to calculate volume of cube, second volume to calculate volume of cuboid, and third one is calculating the volume of cylinder. Formulas are different. For first, the formula is for volume of cube, the formula is side into side into side. Okay, and we have to return the volume also. So I have not taken void as return type. Now all the 3 volume functions will be calculating the volume of different objects. Okay, so the requirement will be different. So you have to make their signature different to perform function overloading. Otherwise you can't overload a function. Okay, as in function overloading, what happens? You can have more than one function with the same name in the same class, but with difference in their signature. So see, there is a difference in their signature. What is signature? This bracket portion. Okay, here I have taken one variable. This function is receiving only one variable, that is of integer type. This volume is receiving 3 parameters, 3 variables, 3 values that are of double type, and this volume function is receiving only a single value, that is of double type. Okay, 2 functions are receiving only one value, but there are number of parameters are same in first and third function. Number of parameters are same. First one is also receiving 1 parameter and the third one is also receiving 1 parameter, but the type is different. The type of parameter is different. So there should be difference in their signature, and signature means the number and type of parameter. Okay, either number or type of parameter, there should be difference in these 2 things. Okay, both can differ also. So in this we have one parameter that is of int type, and in this I have taken one parameter but that is of double type. So there is difference between the type of parameter, not in the number of parameter. There is no difference, both are having one parameter, but there is difference in type of parameter. And the second one is entirely different. It is receiving 3 parameters. So it is entirely different from the others, from other 2 functions. Okay. Now this one will be receiving 1 parameter. Fine. Now come to this main function I have written. In this we will be calling these 3 functions. Now see how function overloading works. I have directly written system.out.println. Whatever I am just calling, I have written function call statement within SOPLN statement. I am just calling the function, particular function, and whatever that function is returning, that will be printed on the screen directly. I am not receiving that within another variable then printing. No, I am not doing this. Okay. I am directly calling this function within SOPLN statement. So whatever this function will return, that will be printed on the screen. Okay. Directly I have written, I am calling all the 3 functions one by one. The first is volume, and we are passing a single parameter here. And in the third line also I have written volume 2.0. Now this volume will call the first volume. Why? Because in this I am passing an integer value 2 only, and in this I am passing decimal value. Okay, and the first one is receiving integer, so this will invoke that function, and this will invoke this function that is receiving one value that is of double type. So this is the way how function overloading works. Okay, the name are similar. If I am writing volume, 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 then which volume will be called first? Which volume function will be invoked first? It depends upon the number and type of parameters that will be matched. So when this statement, we will execute only main function first. Okay, we will not execute any of the volume function. Fine, you will execute main function. Then when first statement will get executed, okay, this one. So volume, 1 parameter integer type. Okay, that will be matched. The function signature names are same, so the signature will be matched with the functions receiving the parameters. So this will match to the first one. This is the volume which is receiving only 1 parameter, that is of integer type. So when this SOPLN, first SOPLN statement will get executed, control goes to this volume function which is receiving 1 integer parameter. Then the value, I am passing the value directly. You can take the value from the user and you can write down the name of variable over here. Okay, you can do that also using scanner class. Okay, but I have just written this program in short. Okay, I don't want to write much and more code. This much is sufficient, okay, to show you. So this side variable will be receiving value 2. Then calculating side into side into side, storing that within volume 1, that is of integer type, and returning that value. So when this SOPLN statement will get executed, this will invoke this function, as all the volume functions are having the same name, but the parameter matches to this one. Fine, so this will get executed first. So this will return the value of volume of cube, and that will be printed with the help of SOPLN statement, as we have written the function call statement within SOPLN. So whatever this function, when you will call this function, control goes to that function, whatever that function is returning, that will be printed on the screen first. Now come to second line. After execution of this function, after invoking this function, this line will get executed. So when this line will get executed, this will search for the match of this function volume name with 3 parameters. Okay, so it matches to this one. So this function will get invoked. So 2.0 will be the value of L, 5.0 will be receiving B, B will be receiving 5.0 and 8.0 will be in H. Then calculation will be done and this function will return some value. That is why I have taken return type as double, as this one is returning double value. So whatever this function will return, that will be printed on the screen with the help of SOPLN statement. Okay. Directly we are invoking as well as simultaneously we are printing whatever we are getting or that function is returning. Okay. Now when the third statement will get executed, that is system.out.println volume 2.0. So now again the name is same but the parameter, there is difference in parameter. This one is receiving integer value and this one is passing the float or double value. Okay, so this will be executed. When this line gets executed, the third SOPLN statement gets executed, this will volume 2.0, this matches to this one. Okay, as first and third both are receiving single parameter, but this will search for the type of parameter then. If the number of parameters are same, there must be difference in their type or number. So number of parameters are same but the type is different. So whichever function is receiving double parameter, that will get executed on the execution of the third statement. So means this one. Okay. Then calculate the volume of cylinder over here and this function is returning that volume. Okay. We are receiving that and printing that simultaneously. Fine. Now compile your program. No syntax error is there. Close it. Right click. Main function only you need to execute. Why? Because in main you are calling all the 3 functions one by one. Okay. And the sequence you have given for calling them, they will be executed in that sequence only. Okay. Function volume with 1 parameter, that is of integer type, will be invoked first. Then function volume with 3 parameters will be invoked secondly, and thirdly the function volume with 1 parameter but double type. Okay. You will be getting the result on the terminal window. Fine.